traveling bag. That's what we all say. I'm even a victim. I always say traveling bag, traveling bag. But guys, the right one is travel bag. Please, it is not upcoming artist. Like, it is not upcoming artist. The correct one is up and coming artist. Hello everyone.
Taja, how?
My name is Giselle Clory.
And I'm Efia. We are here today to educate you on some wrong idiomatic expressions people use in their daily lives.
Before we continue, kindly take a sheet of paper and a pen and write something whilst we are learning, okay? Before we start, Efia, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Alright. If you are traveling and you take a bus and I call you and ask, Efia, please, where are you? What will be your response?
I'm in a bus.
You are in a bus. That's what most people say, but it's wrong. The right expression is, I am on a bus.
That sounds really weird.
Guys, stay tuned whilst we learn more about the wrong idiomatic expression. Okay, so we are starting. I hope you are happy to tune into the RSJ media. Let's continue. The first idiomatic expression is whet your appetite. Whet your appetite. So, if what do you say about whet your appetite? As in you saying it and then the spellings, how you're going to spell it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a scenario. Maybe someone will post a flyer on his or her stat and the person will be like, oh, this food will whet your appetite. The person is not as in wet. The spellings for the wet is W-H-E-T, not as in W-E-T. Most people use W-E-T and that's not the right word. The right word is W-H-E-T, whet your appetite.
I'm a victim here. I always say whet your appetite, but me, I don't know the spelling. I've learned that it is W-H-E-T. The second one is first come, first serve. What are you going to say about this, Jane?
Okay, so the first come, first serve. In this situation, we don't say first come, first serve. We say the right one is first come, first served. S-E-R-V-E-D, past tense for save. The reason why we say this is when you say first come, first serve, it means when the person comes, the person is the one supposed to serve. But when it is first come, first served, it means when the person comes first, they are going to serve the person first, not the person going to serve as in first come, first served. But the right one is first come, first served. I hope you really learned something about this one.
The next idiomatic expression is fellow colleagues. Can you give an example as in a scenario and explain it to the people?
Okay, so in this, let's say you've gone for lectures or a class, and when you went to greet them like, oh, hello fellow colleagues, or good morning fellow colleagues. This is very wrong because first of all, colleagues is used for those who work like in a workplace, but you can use, oh, good morning fellow students or good morning fellow classmates, but you can't use good morning fellow colleagues because your classmates do not work or something. Colleagues are used in workplaces.
I am learning something, okay? So I hope you're also learning something. Let's move on. The next one is runny nose. Yeah, runny nose. So can you help us with this one?
Most people see it also. Okay, let's say Barbara is sick, my friend Giselle is sick, and she'll be like, oh, if I have a running nose. It's not running as in like you are running, but as in she has a runny nose. R-U-N-N-Y, running nose, not running nose. That is a very bad English.
Oh, okay, so can I ask a question?
Okay.
The runny that you just spelled, is it the same as the runny stomach that people say, or is different?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Some people will be like, I have running stomach. How can your stomach run? It's not running stomach, it is running stomach, not that way.
The next on our list today is traveling bag. Traveling bag. I think this one I want to talk about it. All right, so traveling bag. That's what we all say. I've even a victim. I always say traveling bag, traveling bag. But guys, the right one is travel bag. It is travel bag, not traveling bag. It is travel bag. So when your mom or dad is traveling and she says, "Oh, Miriam, please, can you take my traveling bag for me?" Tell her, "Mommy, please, it's not traveling bag, it's travel bag." And also, please tell your friends so that we can all learn. The next one is upcoming artist. This is very important. This one is very, very important. So let's take notes, okay? Most radio stations and then television stations, even prominent people, have been saying upcoming artists. Jane, have you heard upcoming artists before?
Oh, sure. When Kwame J was coming into the system, he was like, they were like upcoming artists. So I think,
please, it is not upcoming artists. Like, it is not upcoming artists. The correct one is up and coming artists. So let's take notes, okay?
I have
let's
to jot this one.
Yes,
down.
very
This one is
important.
very important.
Yes, even me, I didn't know until I researched and I found out that it is not upcoming artists, it is up and coming artists. So when you are reading or watching the news or reading a novel or an article and you see these wrong idiomatic expressions, kindly circle it or underline it and write the right one, and don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Know the right one, okay? The next one is, as this one is also important, it is crack my brains. Like, how can you crack your brains, Jane? Like, crack my brains.
Maybe it's a bamboo and the person is going to crack.
Please, it is not crack my brains. As we said today, we are going to learn about wrong idiomatic expressions. Okay, so it's not crack my brains. I know you've heard this, crack my brains, and you also like learned it, and you're also saying, please, it is wrong. The right one is rack my brains. Rack, not crack. Rack, R-A-C-K. Rack my brains, not crack my brains. Jane, are you writing something?
Oh, I'm jotting.
You've not heard this before,
because
please.
I have.
Just beside, you have to write
I have
something.
a coursemate. He will be like, I'm cracking my brain. But
Yeah, so you have
to. I thought it was correct, so I didn't say it. So I have to tell him.
Okay.
It's very important.
Sometimes you writing something down is very important, because you might hear something now before like 10 minutes later or 30 minutes later you forget. That's why it's very important to jot something down and write something, so that in case you forget or you are using it somewhere, this day I wrote this and this is the right one, and you can show it to someone. Okay, that's why I say we are all learning. Our last expression is add salt to the injury. Add salt to the injury. Ifya, what do you think?
Actually, it's not add salt to the injury, but rather
really?
add insult
Let me jot
to
something.
the injury.
Okay.
Because when you add insult to the injury, it means you are making the situation very worse. So it's not add salt to the injury, but rather add insult to the injury. I hope you guys have learned a lot.
But add salt to the injury sound nice too.
Some expressions sound very nice and correct in your mind, but it's not the right one. It's add insult to the injury. Okay, so to conclude, we learned about some wrong expression people use in their essays, speeches, and we corrected them. So I hope you guys took note. We'll see you next time. Zaidian!
Bye bye.